What up, Long Beach? Welcome back to your home for everything local sports. It's JJ.
And Mike, and this video is brought to you by Naples Rib Company, the perfect place to cater your team's next event.
Like Russell Hammond in Almost Famous, Long Beach Poly football quarterback Matt Corral stood on a roof and metaphorically screamed, "I am a golden god."
Whoa,
last Friday night.
Relax.
I mean, it was close, dude.
He was very, very good on Friday night for sure. 21 to 31, 416 yards and 2 touchdowns. He was the Fox Sports Athlete of the Week for Southern California. One of Max Preps' featured guys from the first week. 3 guys over 100 yards receiving, 2 different guys with a touchdown, was in control of the game the whole time, and, you know, probably the best quarterback I've seen at Poly since Chris Lewis. I mean, very, very, very good.
If you were following us or the responses on Twitter on Friday night, you saw that the Poly Nation was very excited about the possibility of having this guy for a full season doing the things he does, but I want to say that it's not about the 400 yards. It's not about the win, and it's not about the final score. It's about the physical ability that this kid has to do things that, candidly, we haven't seen a high school quarterback do. Rolling left and throwing right 45 yards is something Aaron Rodgers did in the NFL playoffs last year that I had recorded on my phone for weeks that I watched because it was so good, and this kid did it at Vets.
He's the he's sort of that rare kid where the more you know about the sport, the more you understand how good he is, but unlike a blocking fullback or something, you also don't need to know anything about football to watch the game and understand how good he is. Greg Biggins, who's one of our favorite guys, certainly one of the top guys in terms of talent evaluation, said he thinks Matt is a generational talent in terms of arm strength. Would have to agree with that. And I'd also have to agree with Greg's point that, you know, he thinks he'd be right up there in the NFL right now. But I mean, some of the plays that the kid makes, it's just unbelievable how, not just that he can throw it 45 yards smoothly while running to his left, but he's on a dime too in terms of accuracy. It's really different. And I would point this out too. I mean, when this kid decommitted from USC and then committed to Florida, I think a lot of the ranking services downgraded him from a 5-star to a 4-star because Florida's not ranked as highly as USC or something, which you and I always kind of laugh about how silly this stuff is. And when you watch Matt play on Friday night, you could call him a 5-star or a 10-star, or in Almost Famous's case, a golden god, whatever you want to call him. But it's obvious that he's at the top shelf in terms of quarterbacking ability.
And he's having a great time. Look at that kid's face in the video that we got from Friday night. Look at his eyes, man. He's changed a high school and he's changed a college commitment in a very small amount of time for a kid his age. This is his sanctuary. This is his season.
Well, and yeah, you're absolutely right. He's having a blast, and I think everyone around him is having a blast too. They have a kind of an inexperienced offensive line at Poly, and the center made a couple bad snaps. And Matt on the sideline kind of puts his arm around him and goes, "Hey, it's okay. You know, first, as far as you start, it's all good. Let's go work on the snaps." And you know, and I told Matt after the game, if you've been around Poly football for a while, it's not always that encouraging on the sideline when kids are messing up. So I think you're seeing him develop into a leader as well, and sort of raising everybody's spirits and everything. It's been kind of cool to see for sure. It very much paints the opposite picture of the standard. Everyone always goes, "Oh, transfers are ruining high school sports." And here you go, here's a good kid who's in a better situation for him, and he's putting all the people around him in a better situation too. It's been really cool to see.
Big challenge for Corral and the Jackrabbits on Friday night against Narbonne at El Camino College, 7 p.m. You'll obviously find all of the coverage right here. Thanks as always to all of our sponsors, including Papalucci's, great place to eat on 2nd Street. Obviously, we're just getting started with high school football coverage here at the Press Telegram and the Gazettes. Hit us up on social media, let us know what you think, and we'll see you in the stands.